Ndihleli apha trying to mind my business, ndenze umsebenzi wam, ndithi qinga le article kaFatima. Oh no no. Oh Fati, sana lam, andizuxoka mna, but ke ndinithi gqabagqaba abangayiqondiyo le nto ndiyithethayo. So uFatima Lawrence owaseMalawi ubele umntu ebephangela kuyo okanye ifemeli ebephangela kuyo eDurban, eKZN. Uyibela ijewelry eqikelelwa ukuba ikhosta i-1 million ixabiso layo xa lidityanisiwe. Waba ne-10,000 in cash wazihambela. And ke ngoku kuthiwa ebephangela phaa for 7 years. Kwipassport yakhe akukho Fatima Lawrence, kukho nelinye igama ebephangela ngalo. Ngoku mna apho indihlekisa khona yeyoba uFatima uzohamba pholileyo ayophuma kulaa bhoda baphuma kuyo bethwele iswekile. Le abaphuma kuyo belayishe izineks uzayophuma kuyo uFatima because abantu bomthetho abanaxesha laloo nto, eqona. Phaa kwibhoda abanaxesha laloo nto, uzawufika akhuphe i-200 uFatima njengabo bonke abanye bafike bakhuphe i-200 bangene. Andithi we have seen ii-videos on YouTube besitsho uba babhatala i-200 bangeniswe phayana. So noFatima uzawufika enze njalo aphume, yabo, unless ke limtshonele. Another thing endihlekisayo about this is siyaqala ukuva ngoku thina ngoFatima. Yayibona? Siyaqala uva uba laa family yaseSouth Africa ibiqeshe uFatima Lawrence waseMalawi onegama elilelinye kwipassport because ngoku sejikele bona. Ngoba kusemnandi khange bathethe nto, yayiqonda, because kaloku bebethe bona bafuna uqesha ii-hard workers. Betsho bebhanxa thina noFatima phofu, besenze sikholele uba ii-South Africans zingabantu abangafuni usebenza. Asiwuhloniphi umsebenzi thina, asibahloniphi abaphathi bethu. Basenza futhi sayikholelwa loo nto, iyinto esiyithethayo amongst each other. Sisithi hayi suka ii-South Africans ngabantu abonqenayo, ngamavila, abaphangeli xa kubanda. Sisebenzisa loo mazwi ukuthi ngenxa yaba bantu baqeshwa uFatima. Uhambile ngoku uFati. Gone kanje. It's not like bebengekho abanye abantu baseSouth Africa ebebenowenza laa msebenzi ubusenziwa nguFatima. Ndithi KZN igcwele abazali ebebehamba benkqonkqoza befuna umsebenzi wokugcina abantwana noklina baphekelele ezi families. Bakhetha uFatima because kaloku bathi siyile nto bathi siyiyo. Ngoku gone uFatima. Bazofaka nathi. Bafaka abantu bomthetho ngoku. Bekumandi kaloku ngoku bebebhanxa uFatima, ndithi bem-exploita umntana abantu. Bem-underpaya because kaloku bayamazi uba akanamaphepha, akazukwazi uyothi hayi ndifuna nam i-minimum wage. Uyithatha phi unepassport erongo? Unelinye igama wena kwipassport ungengoFatima Lawrence kwipassport. Awuzukwazi ukwenza loo nto. Bambhatala ipeni, baxelele thina basisebenzi thina, kungcono Lawrence ooFatima abo. Uzihambele ngoku uFati girl, gone. Hayi ndiyahleka mna, sorrini. Kuthiwa akuhlekwa ngentlungu yomntu but andizi ungahleki. Yabo, isikhuni sibuye nomkhwezeli ngoku. Yile nto ifunekayo ziziphumo. Andihleki intlungu yam but ndihleka iziphumo. Uyayiqonda? Shafu.
Masithi abahambi kuba ngathi sahlanya thina la emakhanda wethu. Anyways, Fatima Lawrence, good people, let us just hope Fatima Lawrence is safely at home. If not there, if not at home as yet, let's just hope she's at least halfway there. What did Fatima Lawrence do? Well, Fatima Lawrence, let me just say, she is a good example of exactly what we face as a people because of illegal immigration. Now, Fatima Lawrence is a 28-year-old who has been working for this family for 7 years in Durban as a domestic worker. Now, we've seen such families come on social media telling us how hateful we are, telling us that we should focus on other things, telling us all this nonsense. So Fatima Lawrence decided that, you know what, before I go back home, let me steal 1 million rands worth of jewelry and some cash. That's exactly what she did. So she stole 1 million rand worth of jewelry and cash from this family, and they found out yesterday at around 5:30. Now, all I'm saying is, I just hope she has sold most of it, if not most of it. Let's just hope she's at least over the border, and this family should never ever be seeing any of that money or the jewelry. They should never, because it is these type of families that set us back. It is these type of families that set us back. Masikhuluma thina sintshela ukuthi labantu bayamosha lapha. They have no good intentions. Bayamosha nje. Hatefully, you're lazy. Alright, nalaba basathenga emakuleni. I hope each and every one of you you'll ingest some sort of poison, some sort of nithi nonke nizofunda, whether the easy way or the hard way, nizofunda. Ngoba sahlanya thina masikhuluma, sahlanya thina, we are hateful. Nizobona.
Akabaleke kakhulu lo sisi waseMalawi. Ombonayo nje amnikeze i-Red Bull izomlezisa out of the country, angatholakali, because bayatshela ukuthi abangaqasha abantu bangaphandle but bona bayabaqasha. Okusho ukuthi thina ama-South African kumele singasebenzi ngenxa yabantu bangaphandle. Okay, sharp sizile sisi, siyabonga sisi, what you call.
Breaking news, a 28-year-old Malawian woman known as Fatima Lawrence, some say her name is Esther, has ran away with 1 million rands worth of jewelry and also money she stole from a family in Durban. They're looking for her. She's a fugitive. Early reports suggest that a Malawian national is being sought after jewelry valued at approximately 1 million rands and cash were allegedly stolen from a residence in Durban, KZN today, Sunday, 12 July 2026. According to the employer, the suspect has been identified as Fatima Lawrence, who is also believed to use the name as Esther, as reflected on her passport. She is 28 years old and is traveling with her 5-year-old daughter. The stolen property consists mainly of old gold jewelry, including several Kruger coins. The collection, valued at approximately 1 million, has significant sentimental value as it has been passed down through generations. An additional 10,000 rands in cash was also reported. The employer advised that Lawrence has been working as a domestic worker for approximately 7 years. It is believed that she may be attempting to flee to Malawi. The family uncovered the theft after returning home at approximately 5:30 in the evening. This reminds me of a debate that was happening online a couple of weeks ago. People were debating as to what kind of helper do you want in your home. Do you want like a foreigner or a local helper, like a domestic worker? And, it was split into 50-50. Some people were saying that they prefer foreigners because apparently they are hardworking, they are willing to do anything, they don't take sick leave, they're dedicated and all of that. But the other side was saying that, I prefer a local, a South African, because obviously I'm adhering to local laws. I want to employ South Africans and make sure that they get jobs. And also, people that are saying that they want foreigners are people who are exploiting foreigners. The same thing that these companies are doing by employing foreigners, because they know that locals obviously would take sick leave. When your uncle is sick, you'll probably stay at home and saying that you have an emergency because you have annual leave. And annual leave, they're not allowed to ask you what's going on. You can just take annual leave and just chill at home and relax, or maybe you are having a funeral of an extended family member. So South Africans have so many rights that if you employ them, it's not really lucrative for you. You won't really have able to juice out the resources out of that person to make sure that they work for you. So foreigners, obviously, you don't have to pay them UIF, and when you call them to come at work at random times, they'll definitely come. While a South African, a local, will probably tell you that, hey, it's not my day to work, I don't have to do overtime. Overtime is selective, I'm not forced to do that. And you cannot threaten a South African by firing them, because they'll take you to CCMA or even labor court. And a South African, you have to pay them minimum wage, while foreigners, obviously, you can negotiate with them and tell them you can pay them 1,000 a month. So, but that's the overall scope. But the biggest advantage of hiring a foreign national is that if they run away, they'll go back to their country. So if this lady goes back to Malawi, who's going to go to Malawi and investigate and extradite them? So chances are, if you are hiring a South African, if they were to steal from you, you probably find them and you probably know their family members. You probably go to their kasi and ask for them. They will probably tell you their usual spot where they usually hang out, and you probably find them. Like, the chances are high of finding a South African than finding a foreigner if they run away. You get what I mean? So yeah, man, it's the usual case. We've seen this many times. I'm not saying that only foreigners do this kind of crimes, but it's very common when it comes to domestic workers. Even South African domestic workers do this, man. They steal from European employers. You know, maybe there's a safe somewhere and then they end up stealing it. But majority of the time, you'll hear that foreigners are the ones that have stolen, because foreigners at the moment are the ones that dominate the domestic working market, because, you know, it's an exploitative industry. I'll have to admit, it's quite rare for an employer to pay domestic workers fairly. So most of the time they will hire foreigners so they can exploit them. So yeah, man, I really hope they find the money. Chances are she ran away. You know, like right now, there are illegal immigrant sentiments. They want illegal foreigners to leave, and also foreigners as well. So yeah, chances are she's out of the country and in Malawi enjoying the money.
Hello Mzansi, welcome to Mgosi waseMzansi. Kunasisi waseMalawi lo bekasebenza kulenye ekhaya lapha eThekwini. Usebenze for leliya likhaya for 7 years, or for leya mndeni for 7 years. Ubalekile ke gele owantshontsha ama-jewellery la, that word 1 million rand, wantshontsha na 10k. Ugel owasha waqitha kwandike sikhuluma nje usekhaya kube eMalawi. Uyotholwa ngubani, uyotholwa kuphi? Because even that family beyimsebentela ukuthi uqhamukaphi neMalawi, they don't know. People are really happy, people are really excited enkundleni yokuxhumana bathi usebenzile Fatima. Well done, hard worker, because angisho ama-South Africans, they are always saying ukuthi they are hiring abantu bokufika because they are hard workers. So people are saying ukuthi bamfisela nje ukuthi ngathi angahlala ngabanjwa during this difficult time. Bathi nje lola kwendile kuyanqomeka. Cause iyakhulunywa indzaba yebantu bokufika eSouth Africa ngalokungekho emthethweni, but bantu they are still continuing ukuqasha abantu bokufika eSouth Africa. Imagine umuntu wakhona bekazana thuma ID, guys, mekubula ukuthi abantu bokufika. But ke people are saying because they're hiring them because bama hard work. Abajabulile ke bantu kokuthi uFatima lobi eMalawi njontshile la bekasebenza khona, bayasho nje ukuthi usebenze nje kakhulu. Do comment your thoughts down in the comment section. I'll see you on the next one. I'm signing out. Goodbye.